guys, and welcome back to my YouTube. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, there we have it. So today I'm going to be talking about treatments I have had cosmetically to look the way that I look. Now, this is not a video for you guys to take away, show your parents and say, look, I want to have this done. Okay? I came to the conclusion of what I wanted to look like. I decided that life is too short, so I went ahead and I got these procedures done. So I am also slightly biased because I own a medical aesthetics clinic, big up Tinkerbell Jewelry Quarter. So obviously I am living with and seeing this every single day, what people want, how they want it, and generally just, you know, what the demand in the industry actually is. So the big one for me that started when I started having work done when I was 18. The first thing I got done was my lips. Now, there are so many people who have had lip filler who, one, you wouldn't tell that they've had lip filler. This is a good thing. Two, that you might tell that they have had lip filler, which is not such a good thing. I mean, it obviously depends on the look that you want to go for. If you want really, really big lips and you want them to look fake, you can achieve this by having more mils or more syringes in your lip of hyaluronic acid filler. I used to want absolutely massive lips, but I feel as if though, as I've grown up, I actually just want the lips that suit my face. Not everybody suits big lips, not everybody suits small lips. I personally didn't feel like I suited small lips, so I wanted somewhere in the middle, which is what I got at Tinkerbell when I was 18. Ahead of that time, I'd always planned to have things done, so it was inevitable really that I was going to get what I wanted done and get what I wanted done as soon as I could have it done safely. So I had my lips done. I will be inserting before and after pictures for you guys to see what my face and different parts of my face look like before treatment, and then again what I look like. You can see me now, you can see me on my Instagram of who I am and what I look like now. There is a clear distinction between when you have treatments done and how you psychologically feel. This is absolutely undeniable. If you look like shit, you tend to feel like shit. Now that could be just something as superficial as changing your hair colour or your makeup, but for me it was a little bit deeper than that. I like to look natural, but natural in the way in which I wanted to be naturally pretty, not just with makeup. So when I've got no makeup on, I pretty much look the same as this. Obviously contour and things work wonders, but generally I look pretty much the same when I wake up in the morning as I do when I get ready or to go to a party. So my lips was my first thing that I had done. I have not had my lips done now since September, which was my birthday. I'm letting them breathe for a bit because you do get migration, which is when your filler goes from your lips up to these sorts of bits, which can happen if you have too much filler done over time. And this, I was at risk of this happening to me because I love lip filler. So my lips look like this now. I have got lipstick on, so they're pretty perfect. But my issue was initially that my top lip was more like this. So if you can see that, it was more like that. This Cupid's bow area was a lot longer, but since I have had my lips flipped and lifted, they now look like this. So obviously when you're having things done with your face, naturally when you're changing the proportions of your face, you tend to have other things done so that all the proportions match. You don't have to, but I felt like in order for my face to still continuously be in proportion, that I wanted to have more things done. As I grew up, I realised what I like, I realised what I wanted to look like, so I went ahead and did this. So on from my lips, I then had cheek filler. I've had cheek filler in my cheeks probably about 3 or 4 times. They are not extreme, they are very natural. I have all my work done very naturally looking. That's how I like it to be. But I have had, usually I have 1 to 2 mils of filler in my cheeks. So whether I have 0.5, 0.5, or if I have 1 mil and 1 mil. So you really, with your cheeks, want to be having 2 mil to start off with, because you'd have a mil this side and a mil this side. It creates this gorgeous like heart-shaped face. As you can see, I have got makeup on, so it is enhanced, but generally you can see the kind of structure of my face now is as it is, due to filler. And obviously when I was 18, my face was more childlike than it is now. With age, now 21, with age I've become more structured anyway. You do, because you lose all those fat sort of pockets, you lose the chubby cheeks, but I've just enhanced that really with all the work I've had done cosmetically. So I have had my cheeks done, which complements the lips perfectly. Obviously you can see these lines are going like in this perfect V shape towards my lips. I have big eyes as well. If you have big eyes, it tends to be much easier to have things done and to look good, because obviously you have quite big features anyway. If you have smaller lips, sometimes things can look slightly disproportionate. Obviously this is not my medical opinion, as I'm not medical. This is just what my opinion is from having been in this cosmetics industry with Rebelle for a very, very long time. And obviously my mum herself is an injector, so I've always been able to have her opinions on these things, which has been incredibly helpful for me on my journey. So cheeks, lips, obviously on from that, I was adding structure to my face. On from there, I kind of considered slimming my face. I naturally, as you will have seen from the pictures, had quite a round face. I'm not chubby. I'm actually probably more underweight than overweight, but my face held a lot of, like, I was a bit like this, which equally isn't a problem, but for me personally I just wanted to have that rectified. So then I slimmed my face with chin filler. You can see there that I've got, it comes to a point. Some people may have this naturally, just because they have a pointed chin does not mean that they've had filler. However, I didn't have a pointed chin, so I've had filler in my chin to create that sort of love heart diamond shaped face. I've had around about 2 mils in my chin, and that slimmed my face completely. Working alongside that, obviously, I've had jaw filler previously. This was a long time ago now, so I doubt, this is over 2 years ago, so I doubt there's filler present there as such making a difference, but obviously because I've had my chin treated, that then elongates the jawline area and makes it look more beautiful. Let's say we're using the usual standards of beauty, that elongated jawline there makes it look more beautiful. I have had filler in my jaw before, which would have created a more defined jawline here. I'll obviously upload the pictures, but more so I think the chin is what's created that lovely, have it this side as well, lovely long jawline into a sort of little bubble here. You can also slim your face with Botox, so toxin. You can slim your face. It doesn't work for everyone, but it definitely worked for me. So I had Botox injected into my masseter muscles, which are my jaw. They actually made my jaw muscle weaker, creating a slimmer looking face. as you can see, I don't have like a ball here. Some people who have filler in the jaw, I don't know why they do this, they create like a ball of like filler here to try and create a jawline. It's just not natural. So it's just not natural, and honestly I have no idea why people think that that looks good, but that's my opinion. On from that, I have had tear trough filler, so that's for under the eye area. Now I'll upload a before and after picture, but I obviously do have makeup on to correct it. However, you can see that there is no deficit here and no deficit here anymore. There was. I had like bags and I had like hooding. It's not these, by the way. They're like literally my eye. But you can kind of see a little bit there where the darkness may start. And I did actually have a deficit there. So I had 2 mil in my tear trough here and here, and that was also to counteract the fact that my cheeks, because I've had them done, were creating that kind of deficit there. As I said, when you start touching your face, it's very hard to stop it, and not for any other reason than you want to keep the proportions of your face correct. You want to look obviously beautiful, and you have to keep up with these things. So if you are thinking about going cosmetic or having some cosmetic work done, no problem, that's absolutely fine. I'm definitely here to advise you on that, but you may need to have a couple of areas treated in order to get the look that you want. On from that, I then kind of went, I really suffered with migraines. They were the bane of my life. I honestly just would wait. It tended to be between spring and summertime when the weather changed to be slightly warmer and more humid. I struggled unbelievably with migraines. When I started suffering with them, I was a teenager, and I do believe that was because of hormones. But because I then was susceptible, I felt as if though my brain kind of was going to suffer with these for the rest of my life, which I do. However, this is up until the point in which I met a wonderful nurse who works for me in the Jewellery Quarter Clinic called Jacqueline. She is a migraine specialist, and she uses Botox to stop and help migraines. So I had Botox in my temporalis, which is here, you know, your temples, a couple here and here to stop that heavy frown, which obviously creates tension, which then can create and trigger the migraine, but mainly it's focused on the temple area, which is around here, just probably where my hairline is. Jacqueline treated my migraine a good couple of months ago now, and I've never had a migraine since, touch wood. But I have technically also had Botox here, not necessarily for cosmetic purposes. As you can see, I can frown, I can raise, which obviously when you have Botox you can't do that, or you can't do that as much, or it's not as obvious. I have had little dots in there to just relieve that tension that I once was holding so heavy here. That resting bitch face honestly doesn't serve you well, guys, so learn to smile. But yeah, I had treatment in this temple area in order to counteract migraines. That's not the full profile of a migraine. Migraine treatment goes from your shoulders to the back of your head here, all the way up around your hairline and on your temples to, if you are a severe case of having migraines, you can obviously be treated on that basis. I am not super severe, but it was debilitating in my life, and so I had that corrected as well. On from that, I'm trying to think if I've had anything else done. On from that, I've had a lot of skin treatments which were done by our skin therapist at the Bridgenorth Tinkerbell Clinic, who is wonderful. I have laser hair removal, I have fat freezing, I have focuses on my pores. I have quite open pores, but Beck there is amazing, and she does a lot of treatments for people. Her knowledge is seriously extensive in regards to the skin, and I would highly recommend it if you do struggle with either pigmentation, acne breakouts, all of that. She'll probably be able to advise you further. But there's literally so much that you can do with skin, and the journey to healthy skin is always ongoing. My skin is quite good at the minute. Obviously I do have makeup on, so please take it with a pinch of salt. However, you can see that I do suffer with some slight breakouts and definitely discolouring, which can also be kind of corrected or aided really in having skin treatments done. On from that, I went a little bit more serious. So Botox and filler, you must remember, they are not permanent. They go after time. The effects get less and less after time for each individual area of the face and for each treatment that you have done. This changes, so you could have Botox, lasts generally about 3 months, 3 to maybe 4 5 months, and then filler, it depends where you have it put in your face, can last up to 24 months. So it really depends what filler, where you have it placed, and how much you move that area really. But then on from that, I when I was 19, 20, I think I was between 19 and 20 probably, I realised that I was going to have a boob job. So I thought about this the Christmas, I was older. Not the Christmas just gone, but the Christmas before that. I thought to myself, this is the year I'm going to get my boob job. I have been waiting since I was 16, that's 5 years, to have this done. I waited for 2 reasons. One, because my mum said, your body's not fully grown yet, give it chance, give it time. Fair argument really. And number 2, because I wanted to have a house before I invested in my breasts. So I didn't think I wanted a car. No car. Didn't want a car. Didn't have a car. We do have a car, but it's not my car. I wanted boobs as opposed to a car. Arguably you could say that's silly, but when something affects you as severely, and I'm talking severe, I'm talking will not leave the house, Sally will not leave the house, and also relationships on with that, insecurity, who I am as a person, how I feel, what I will do and what I won't do, what I will wear and what I won't wear. This is affecting me massively. So I decided the Christmas before last that I was going to have a boob job. January the 3rd, I went to go and have my consultation at West Midlands Private Hospital with a excellent surgeon called Guy Stern. He was absolutely brilliant. Unfaultable, so great. Did not make me feel conscious. I felt highly emotional because I was so happy that I was working with this guy to get the look I wanted to get. So I put the vest on, tried the little chicken fillets that you put in. Initially I picked a cc which was 600. So I picked 600cc. Guy took one look at me and was like, you are too slight. You're never going to fit that in, especially not on your first time having a boob job. You don't have enough skin here to actually physically fit that in, and you're too tiny. So I was like, okay. So I was like, what is the biggest we can do then? Because every time we were putting in the chicken fillets and my boobs were looking bigger in this vest, I was like, I look better, bigger, I look better, more, I look better. Okay, from the side, I look better, everything looks better, bigger. That was in my head what I thought, and it truly did. So I knew that I suited to have big boobs because I didn't just put one chicken fillet in and think, yeah, that's enough now. I was like, no, more, looks better, definitely. So I got it, I think I got a 550. I think I got 550 or 500cc in my boobs, and It was the best thing that I've ever done. If somebody told me it was 100k to get a boob job, then I would pay 100k to get these boobs that I have now. They are absolutely perfect. I do not want to persuade anyone to get a boob job, but equally I'm not going to lie to you and say it's not the best thing I've ever done, because it is. This is without a doubt the best thing I've ever done. They're absolutely perfect. I'll upload the... I won't do that actually because we're on YouTube. My before and afters are on my Instagram. If you wanted to see what I look like before these bad boys, then you can. And really, I just want to spread the awareness that, look, people are always going to have something to say when you want to change something about yourself. People are always going to say, why are you doing that? Why you look like this? You look like that? You look like the other? Hang on. What do you feel like, though? What do you actually feel like if you have those things done? What will you feel like? And I was like, I'm going to feel like the fucking boss. And I got them done, and I woke up from surgery. I could barely move. Like, I was like, this was me. I was like, Mom. The first thing I said was Mom, because my mum was sat there, and I was like, Mom. And she was like, yeah, oh, you're awake. And I was like, are they good? She was like, yeah, they're so good. And I was like, oh my God, like, they're here. I was like, can you help me get out of bed? I need the toilet. So you can't move very well. But the pain's not unbelievable, because it's just more like you can't move because you've got so many drugs in your system that you're a bit like, whoa. So I literally, like, I woke up and, like, opened my eyes. I saw my mum was, like, on her phone, like, just saw her, and I was like, Mom. She was like, yes, girl, you got them. So obviously my mum has always been a massive positive influence, and she literally supports me in any single thing I ever do. She's never told me what to do or what not to do with my body, and I don't think I've turned out so badly because of that. But I do listen to her opinion. That is important. Do listen to people's opinions around you. But obviously, if they're constantly going, oh, don't do that, why do you need that, why do you need that? Well, you don't know how I feel, though, do you? You might think you have my best interests at heart, but you don't know how I feel. So no one can really know you in that respect as to how you deal with things, because they don't know how you feel. So I woke up and I had these gorgeous boobies. I was told that I was only probably going to go up 2-3 sizes, but when I had my boobs done, before I had my boobs done, I was a 32 double A. Rest in peace. So when I had them done, I should have really gone to like a C. I went to a 32E, bro. They were so big. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna... What? Yes! So I got bigger than what I wanted anyway, and I thought the only way in which to get that was to have the bigger CC, but actually for some reason, just the way my body reacted and my body moulded to my breasticles, I ended up with 32E boobies, which are brilliant. Amazing. I absolutely love them. They're perfect. So if you want to see the before and after of these lovely boys, then you can do so on my Instagram. That is there, and the little story of how it all happened and how it came about is also on there too, if you want that in detail. There's also an IGTV on my Instagram where you can see the surgery day story. I videoed the whole damn thing, which you might want to go and see if you are thinking about having this procedure. So overall, I have had quite a bit done for my age. I'm 21, but I think in this day and age things are becoming much more acceptable, and I think that's a great thing. As long as we're conscious and aware and truthful equally with what we've had done, then there will be no unrealistic beauty expectations. You have to be truthful, I really feel. And I did do an IGTV on So You Want My Body. Well, you must understand that when people have cosmetic work done, they've not worked out for that body. I've never worked out for these, you know? And that's not diminishing all the people that do work out for a good body. It's just the fact that even if I did work out, I couldn't have grown boobs, okay? It's not really something that you can do. So you have to take things with a pinch of salt, but I feel like me being honest with you guys really demonstrates, like, I'm a very healthy person. I'm mentally healthy and I'm physically healthy, and just because I get cosmetic work done does not mean that I'm, you know, insecure or I'm sad or I'm trying to be something or someone else. Actually, no, it's the complete opposite of that. I am being exactly who I am and exactly who I know I am. So I'm creating that, which I feel like people don't realise. To be who you want to be, you have to create that. And this is why I love all these transformations of people that actually do work out, because it's such hard work, but it's also hard work being very sad with yourself. So in working out for what you want, then you're obviously getting that, you know, end result. You're becoming who you want to be. And in me having the surgery that I've had, I can't work out for anything I've had done. You know, if I wanted a bigger bum, if I wanted a smaller waist, I bloody work out for it. But I physically cannot work out to grow boobs. I cannot work out to create this facial shape as such, really. So I think what I'd like everyone to take away from this is, do not judge somebody based on what they want to do with themselves. That's not up to you, that's up to them. They are who they are, and they are who they're going to be, and no fucking person in this world has any hold over that. And if you are a person that slags people off for having work done or working on themselves so that they feel like they're a better person, so they're so they're stopping their negative thought processes, then you're a fucking horrible person. You need to go to therapy. Really. And that's about it. Like, don't hate on people trying to better themselves. Everything I've had done is the best moves that I've ever made, alongside with being with Elliot and having my home. These are the best things, the best moves that I've ever done, because they have enabled me to have a much better standard of life. It's not for everyone, and I accept that, but equally, I don't tell you guys what to eat. I don't tell you guys what to put in your body, so don't tell me what to put in my body, equally so. So yeah, be kind, be honest, and be open. If you have had surgery done, be honest about that. If you are insecure that you don't want to say, then just don't comment on it, because people are looking up to you and they want to be like you. So many people pop up to me saying, I want your boobs, I want this, that and the other. Well, you can literally have them, but you can't have them without surgery, and that's the catch, isn't it? You know, I haven't worked out for them, that's the catch. So be kind, please don't judge people. Life is hard as it is, and everybody's just trying to make sure that they are getting along as well as they can, okay? And whatever people need to do that, then they have a right to do so. So, hope you enjoyed, and I will be back with a new YouTube video very soon. Stay posted. Follow my Instagram for more. It's at Miss Rebelle, which is REBELLE Fox, if you want some more updates and obviously pictures of yours truly. See you later, guys.